2, 4,
Mic check,
6,
mic check.
Hey, who do I appreciate this hate? I'm talking hate because it's great. Why would you wait? Alright.
That was hot.
Too bad we can't use that. Well, we can. You can throw it in.
I'll put it in at the end. Okay. Anyway.
Not the slow motion in, right?
I'll put it in there somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, so we're hitting dates. I mean, hometowns.
We're
real
gonna
quick.
blow past Peter's, blow past Tyler's, talk about the clan meet.
Do you want to do hometowns?
Yeah, because I'll blow through everything.
So you blow through hometowns.
And you just chime in where you need.
Right, and then once you're done with hometowns, I'll say, and then we had roast ceremony, right?
Roast session.
Roast ceremony. So then I'll go into the rose ceremony.
Peter Tyler got their roses.
Peter Tyler, yeah.
Hannah broke down. Chris Harrison gave in and let her keep them.
Okay, that's short and sweet. Easy peasy.
And then we just talk about how worthless this episode was.
Turn this back up.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. All right, I thought you were starting. All right, let's do it again.
Well, I don't like saying what's up.
No, do something different.
I'll say hello, friends.
Okay. 3.
Or maybe hey guys. Hey pals. Hey friends. I'll say hey friends.
Delilah, what's it like in New York City?
I'll say hey friends.
I'll show you a meme for the video.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Hey friends. Nope. I look. I'm like.
Okay. Come on.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Hey friends. Thanks for joining us for our recap of this week's episode of The Bachelorette. And it was...
What an episode.
It was almost a doozy, and we'll explain why later. But, to start off, they were at the hometowns this week.
Yeah, this week was hometown, so we got to see Hannah with Peter. They did. They flew through the skies together, made out in the house.
That was awesome. It was beautiful.
Peter's the only one that could do that.
Right.
Met his family. Cool family. Didn't know they were like German and Hispanic.
And Cuban.
So, Cuban. So that was interesting. Nice overall hometown.
Yeah.
Same with Tyler's, honestly. Saw where he was raised, took her out on a boat.
Yeah.
Met his family.
The parents were great.
Yeah, both
so, all the parents this time around.
We'll get to one that wasn't.
But the rest, besides the one, were pretty great. They were
and I guess even that one was good as a parent.
They're very level-headed. All of them are very level-headed.
Yeah, that's something new that you don't usually see. So I appreciated that. Met Tyler. His dad's sick, so they talked about that. How Tyler stepped up. Solid hometown visit.
Right.
Then we get to Luke. I don't even remember what they went to like a church meeting. Church meeting.
Hit him with it.
Where it looked so staged, so fake. No Bible verses were ever quoted. But he just talked about how he was in sex and found his way.
Right, and then they had these little shots where he's talking to these like youth group kids that I don't know. They looked like people.
It looked like he bullied them into showing up.
It looked like he was like a youth leader or something, and these were the kids that he dealt with. And they're like, "Oh yeah, he's so great. We love him."
It looks like Luke is living in his past and trying to keep with the kids.
Yeah, it was so phony. You could see right through it.
You could smell how fake it was.
It was bad.
And then it gets to his family, who again still. Kind of, they know that Luke was being fake, and Dad's like, "Why would you be fake? Why should keep you stuff?" They acknowledge everything.
Yeah, they got the point. They knew what's happening.
Didn't really like it, but it was okay.
It was fine. Yeah.
Then we get to Jed's hometown, where
boy,
they do some stuff in the town, sightseeing. Then they get to they went to the music booth. Yeah. Made a crappy song.
Real crappy.
Terrible date.
Hot dump.
Trash of a date. Trash of a song. Go to meet his family. Trash of a family. I'm not going to say that. I'm kidding.
No.
The family was really nice.
They were nice.
But when they broke off into one-on-ones, Hannah was getting grilled by the mom. Every chance the mom would be like, "Are you saying this to all the other guys? I don't think my son's ready to be married."
Very sweet mom.
Yeah, she's legit concerned about her son and doesn't think a relationship works best for him right now.
Right.
Understandable. Dad saying the same thing, worried about it. Sister's also saying the same thing. Jed's not ready for an engagement.
That was the overall theme of the interaction with the family.
And they don't actually approve of Hannah.
Yeah.
They don't think this is good for Jed overall. But that was the worst one-on-one. That was the worst hometown visit. But next we get to the rose ceremony.
Yeah. So that was basically there's only two halves. So there's the hometown visits and then the rose ceremony. It took up a lot of time, which is fine. Again, the whole episode was good. Until the rose ceremony. Which most of the rose ceremony was fine. Because when they went in, she was wearing her dress. She was like, "Okay, guys, first part went smoothly." She gave a rose to Peter. Thank the Lord. Because Peter...
I thought Peter was going home.
But I love Peter.
I do too.
We all love Peter.
With all my heart, Peter should win, but he won't.
Right. So we were actually a little bit surprised, but overall, it was a great decision because he's great and he's perfect. He's a pilot. He's great. Anyway, that's my bias showing.
Peter the pilot.
Anyways, he gets a rose. We all love that. And then next, another surprise. Tyler got the next rose.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't think he was going to get a rose.
He had a solid day.
But he was number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2 in the game.
His home stay was really good.
It's good. Yeah, both of their families, Peter and Tyler, had the best family hometown visits.
100%
So
good.
obviously they get the first 2 roses for sure. And then it came down to Luke and Jed.
Which
now,
it's important to note that heading into the rose ceremony, Hannah did tell Chris that she wasn't sure what she would do. She would wing it.
She's flaking a little bit,
Yeah.
getting kind of flaky. So she sits there for a little bit. She's like thinking real hard. And
Anakin Skywalker.
And then Anakin Skywalker came out to visit. That's Hannah. And so she's like, and she turns around, walks away.
I need a second.
Right. She turns around, walks away. Chris Harrison comes in. They chat. She's like, I just don't know. I don't know. I'm usually so sure at this point who I'm going to send home.
I need clarity.
Yeah, I can't send home if I don't.
It's so hard. I see potential without him.
Anyway.
Help me.
So she walks back in, and her decision was, I'm going to hand a rose to Luke. Yay!
It's Luke's day.
And then I'm going to hand another rose to Jed.
Worthless.
So everybody gets a rose this time.
So Chris Harrison became Captain Save-A-Ho and gave Hannah the option to keep both guys. How dare he?
Now there are multiple levels to this atrocity. Okay.
Let's get to
I'll start with the level of just Jed and Luke being the final 2. Because Jed, after this part, he had his little floating head session where he got to talk a little bit, and he made a very good point to himself that if it was a choice between him and Luke at the end of who gets a rose, and she couldn't decide between the monster of a man called Luke
yes, the fake
or
and
the
Luke.
somewhat okay guy of Jed, then something's wrong there. Something's wrong if he's lumped together with the villain of this whole story.
Oh, by the way, real quick, because I know we're probably going to get comments in the chat. We know the rumors about Jed having a girlfriend and ghosting her, but we're taking that out of the equation for the sake of the show.
Because we don't know that yet.
It's not revealed until probably the end, so we're going to pretend we don't know right now.
Right. So overall, him being lumped with Luke, what?
Makes no sense right now.
No sense. So that's the first layer to this atrocity. Second layer is that it's not fair, you know? Peter and Tyler got picked because they're special. Mm-hmm. They had special hometown visits. Yep. They're great guys.
They earned their right to stay another week.
They deserve those roses.
Yeah.
And so giving a rose to everybody is like, okay, now the roses you gave me aren't as special anymore because if everybody gets a trophy, the trophies don't mean as much anymore. So it's like, okay, so it would have been more fair in my head is if Peter and Tyler kept their roses, but Luke and Jed had to fight it out next week for a rose. That would have made more sense. I wouldn't have liked it, but that would have made more sense.
Right.
But now that everybody has a rose, it's like, okay, now the hometown visits meant nothing. Their family's opinions meant nothing. Or at least none of them had any sway.
She learned nothing new.
It's like, even if she did learn something, there was no weight to any of it because there was no loser. Because they all win, you know?
They all stayed the same. Let me chime in for a second because there's one thing that's really bothering me. Just the lack of pure disrespect for the rules of the show and how the show operates. Luke P got kicked off. Hannah did not give him a rose, told him to leave. He turned around and said, no, I'm staying, and Hannah lets him stay. Rule breaking number 1. How dare he and how dare she allow that? How dare Chris Harrison allow it?
Right.
Rule number 2 is somebody gets removed each week. You have to say goodbye to at least one bachelor every week. Yeah, you're down to Final 4. Tough decisions. Every other bachelor and bachelorette's done it.
Everybody else.
You cannot let her keep these guys because now next week it has to be a double elimination or you're behind schedule. How dare you allow her to have this selfish just conceit that she can do anything?
Yeah.
You're letting it fly. You're setting the bad precedents. And that's not okay with me. You're breaking rules left and right.
The last point I want to make along with that is that now those guys, one of which would have been sent home, now has a chance to sway an opinion. Like, what if she had to make a decision between Jed and Luke? Assuming Jed was sent home, that means Next week, now it's just the three of them.
Right.
Now there's no other interference. But
and now there's less time for each guy.
But now next week, what if somebody does something or says something that switches that? So what if like Luke gets sent home rather than Jed? Now because she made the decision,
Peter gets sent home instead of Luke or Jed.
Right. What if somebody gets sent home aside from Luke or Jed? Then the whole thing is not fair because that decision wouldn't have had to have been made.
And it's supposed to be Fantasy Suite next week. They have to contend with another guy to get the Fantasy Suite.
Exactly. Anyway, those are our 2 cents.
It was a waste of an episode is what we're getting at. It was a stupid episode. The preview they showed us about the whole I've had sex in a windmill twice was a lie.
For the 3rd time in a row.
Such a waste of an episode. Nobody went home. I hate you, Bachelorette. I hate Hannah. I hate Chris. I hate Jed. And I hate Luke. Peter, you're cool. Tyler, I bang with you.
That being said,
sorry about that.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah. Comment down below.
Let us know how frustrated you are.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Who's a loser? Who's a loser here?
And is next week gonna be a double elimination? It kind of has to be, right?
That's what I think.
And
but
guess what? She can't eliminate 2 guys because she can't even eliminate 1 guy.
Exactly.
I'm done.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitch if you haven't already. We're there as well doing the same stuff.
We live stream the show Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, we do other things as well. We play video games and do,
Thursday we'll be playing Super Mario Maker at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Or maybe Smash Brothers. It will be one of them.
We do stuff. Anyway, that's it for today. Until next week, though, don't forget your phone,
your wallet,
or your games.
We're out of here, guys.